So I'm having trouble finding a stand or something so I'm in the picture. I had troubles recording with Zoom. It wasn't saving in the video, just the voice of it. So I'm just going to hold my phone as I do my presentation. Urie Bronfenbrenner, Ecological System Theory, presented by me, Erica Lewis. Urie Bronfenbrenner, born April 29th, 1917, passed away September 25th, 2005. Urie Bronfenbrenner was a Russian-born American psychologist who was most known for his ecological systems theory. Bronfenbrenner saw the specific path of development was a result of influences of a person's surroundings, such as parents, friends, schoolwork, culture, and so on. In 1964, Bronfenbrenner became the co-founder of the Head Start program. The ecological system theory was developed by Urie Bronfenbrenner, also known as development in context, or human ecologically theory. The ecological system theory offered a framework which helped community psychologists examine individuals' relationship within communities and the wider society. The theory identifies 5 environmental systems with which an individual interacts with: the microsystem, the mesosystem, the exosystem, the macrosystem, and the chronosystem. The microsystem is the first level of Bronfenbrenner's theory. The microsystems are things that have direct contact with theory, the child, their immediate environment, such as parents, siblings, teachers, school peers, relationships, and bi-directional relation. Where was I? Sorry. The child in their immediate environment, such as parents, siblings, teachers, school peers, relationships, are bi-directional. The child can be influenced by people in their environment. These interactions are crucial for a child and their development. The mesosystem is an individual's microsystems that does not function independently, but do interconnect and exert influence upon one another. The mesosystems show that if a parent and a teacher have a good relationship, that they will have a positive effects on a child's development, compared to negative effects on development should a parent and a teacher not get along. This one I really strongly believe in. I have a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old who, my 12-year-old has severe anxiety, and being able to have that good relationship with his teachers helps us find ways to cope with him and his anxiety. I also have a son who has partial hearing loss, so having that communication and that good relationship with his teachers helps him with his education so much better. And like in the years of being able to have a good relationship with his teachers, he started off in grade 2. He was really below reading level because it was that year he had gotten his hearing aids, and he skyrocketed and caught right back up. And today, right now, he read through 3 different levels, and he's at grade 5 level reading. So I really agree with this mesosystem. The exosystem. The exosystem incorporates formal and informal structures. It does not contain the child, but indirectly influences them as they affect one of the microsystems. This can include people such as neighbors, parents, workplace, parents' friends, and the mass media. These are not environments that the child are directly involved, but it does affect them nonetheless. The parent can come home short-tempered because of work or friends, which result in a negative effect on child's development. And this is something that I strongly agree with you. My favorite saying is, whatever's going on, whatever you're feeling, when you walk into that child care center, that school, you leave it at the door. It will be there for you to pick up on your way out. The macro system. The macro focuses on cultural elements such as wealth, poverty, socioeconomic status, and authenticity. I can't say it, I'm sorry. Cultures may influence their beliefs and perceptions in life. Although it doesn't refer to one specific environment of a child's development, it establishes society and culture which the child is developing in. For example, a child in a third world country may not have the same experiences and advantages that a child that lived in a wealthier country. Some of the children's cultures will also determine how they develop due to the beliefs of different cultures. And this one, I know for every culture, some people don't get to finish going to school and they end up having to work for their families to help them earn money at young ages. I know that at young ages they're taught to start harvesting so that they can provide for the families. Sorry, I just need some water. Okay. The chrono system. The chrono system is the fifth and final level of Bronfenbrenner's ecological theory. This is a system that consists of environment changes that happen in one's life. It includes all major and historical changes and events in a lifetime. It can be simple as transition into school or new things such as parents separating or divorcing, moving to a new town, a new home. It could be big changes in culture ways as well. For my culture, I'm only speaking on my culture, that I know that we have something that changes a person's life, but for the better. What they call our big house, we call it. When they throw people in, they don't actually hurt them, but it's called clubbing them, where they are killing the path of life that they are in at that moment. They throw you up in the air and they wrap you in a blanket and they blow on your sides, and they call that blowing life into you. So you're reborn and you are living life in a new way, like in a cultural way, where you are singing and you're learning. It's a long process, but I really believe that it does give you a new meaning of life. Ways to implement these into childcare setting. Okay, so I wanted to share this. This says, I am human. I found this at Marshall's, but it says things like, I'm always learning. I find joy in friendships, but being human, I am not perfect. I make mistakes. I can hurt others with my words, my actions, and even my silence. But I can be hurt too. I can be fearful, timid, and it continues to go on. I really love this book for the ecological system and theory. And it's it's showing children it's okay. It's I am not alone. I am connected to my friends, to my family, to the world, and we are all together. And which is kind of showing them that, it's okay to reach out. But yeah, this is my favorite book. Get back to this. Ways to implement these into childcare setting. To implement into a childcare or a school setting, communication and a healthy relationship with parents is the number one way to start. This will help the child develop in a positive way. For instance, when a child is being dropped off, you can ask the parent how their night was or how their morning started. Like, just that way you can start at a base, and eventually they'll learn that you're always there to listen. But knowing how the child started their day will help you plan for the rest of their day. Teachers should always be understanding of a child's situation they may be facing at home, social or personal and cultural understanding. This I also have a strong belief in. So, like, when we have anything that's going on, like I said, my son's struggling with anxiety, but when we have a loss in our family, I'm sure to let the teachers know, because I know that my children their learning will be affected by it. Like, their mind isn't 100% at school. Help encourage a child to be active in learning and engaged both academically and socially will help in a positive way. In helping develop socially, making teamwork projects will help children grow relationships and bonds with peers. And, trying to pair them with somebody that they wouldn't normally be with I find is really good, because then they're building new relationships with new people. Getting to know a child's background if possible, such as cultural ways, I can't say, I'm sorry. And helping other children learn about others' cultures and backgrounds. And then there are my resource lists. All right. Thank you.